Hello, everyone. I think we can start. We are 20 already. Yeah, so welcome again. I know some non-Turkish speaker participants in among us. So probably we will handle this session in English, but at the end of the session, if you are more comfortable with asking your questions in Turkish, I will be here for an extended time. But let first me give you what this session is about, or the stream of these sessions are about. So we wanted to dedicate our April and May for interviews, not the technical sessions, but most of the soft skill side of things. And we want to help you on that side mostly. Actually, this is not us helping you, but everyone helps everyone kind of a relationship. So I want you to interrupt me during my presentation, and please also contribute your past experience related to the interviews. I know many of these participants had great interviews from great companies, also got some great offers. So I want to hear also from you in this session. So we are 25. I will resume. Okay, recording is in progress. Everyone can see my screen, right? Any problems about my voice or screen share?
I can see.
Okay. So this is the new resource section. This is not the aim of this this session, but like I want to show you the new page from IT Society. We decided to put all our documentation in a single place using Notion. So to reach here, if you go the IT Society resources, this link brings you to IT Society Notion site. You can also directly come to this link, IT Society Notion site. And when you come, you will see this is a public website. So you will not be able to edit directly. You need to request access for edit. But if you want to navigate the pages, all these pages are open. So our meeting room is here. Technical tracks folder in Google Drive with all presentations and recordings of each and every technical track, and our event calendar in Google Calendar. We are keeping our events agenda in the calendar. So, and if you want to create a new event, this is this resource, this how to is explaining you this, and you have job resources. Today, we will deep dive into this section, actually, interview helper and the sub pages. And you have some other miscellaneous resources, cheat sheets, and we will add more sections in time to this resources documentation. But even for now, I encourage you to check all these links and see. And also, if you want to contribute into this page, normally directly you don't have edit rights, edit access for this page. You can just reach out to me, or you can just reach out any admin of IT Society from general channel. It is okay. We will give you access. You can put, or you can just give the link and the resource to us. We will just update this page. This page is simultaneously updated when we do an edit operation on Notion. So I will jump into today's topic, interview helper. This is not a holistic kind of an interview helper covering everything related to technical interviews. It is just like tips and tricks from our past experience, all of us, we will drop into here. We will not give you the basic information like you have to have a resume. It is obvious, right? We will not document that here, but we will give mostly tips and tricks for interviews in a subpage. We will give you non-lead code company list. This is an external resource connected to IT Society. And we will give more detailed documentation for how to get prepared. I want to show this first to you. This is empty currently, only the structure and the subpages are defined, but we will have respective owners for each and every area to keep up to date the strategies for each area. For example, for software engineering, when you go to this page, we will give you the preparation strategies for software engineering with all resources, when you should start preparing, like 3 months ago, what you should do, 6 months ago, what should you do during the interview week, before the interview week, after the interview week, like all the process. We will try to give tips, tricks, but not in general manner related to this domain actually. So this page will be documented in time with participants. If you volunteer to be a participant in this page, please also reach out to IT Society. This is so important for all of us. And as I said, we have a non-lead code company list. This means these companies, you see, they are not asking lead code kind questions. This is important for some people which are not that comfortable in algorithm and data structure questions, but I have to mention these companies are not asking non-lead code questions. Instead, they are asking like real-time application development questions, like on the fly, you go with your laptop, they explain you the project and you just try to implement that project in a time frame from 1 hour to 4 hours. In some companies I saw, they just dedicated a half day for the project and they just leave you in the meeting room so you can implement. This is also a way companies are selecting. And there are many companies here. You can just check this resource later. I'm not sure if this way is easier than lead code way, but it is different flavor. So and also we have a database, Notion database. Just after these sections, we will try to keep these references, external references, internal or external references, up to date, so that you can just filter by domain. These tags are about domains. Filter by levels. For example, if you are a new grad or just started, just switched to IT, and you are not that experienced, so we encourage you to just use the easy and all labels on level while filtering. So if you are looking for an algorithm class, for example, I wouldn't recommend for someone just started this this domain from this Abdul Bari's algorithm class, for example. It is a bit medium to hard actually, some sessions, but you can use CS Dojo, for example, or Nick White's coding, Guarao Shen. These are easy resources that you can start. We will keep this list up to date with their external links. And today's main agenda item is tips and tricks for interviews. It is this presentation, as I announced earlier, is not a structured presentation. I tried to make it more conversational. So I want you to interrupt me and add. Even yesterday, my friend, my close friend, Osan, just added some parts of this documentation. So I want you to add things. I will just put comments when you are speaking, and then we will keep this page updated after this meeting. So let's make it more interactional and conversational. But I will moderate, I will drive the mainstream of the conversation. Any questions so far? Okay, so and the plan is keeping this meeting at most 60 minutes, ideally 45 minutes, and then continue where we left in the next session. Because I don't think we can cover all these topics in a single session. So first of all, you are seeing here different subtitles under tips and tricks for interviews, and these subtitles somehow you are seeing that they are ordered, chronologically ordered. So you start with a job search, then you do an application, then you have a recruiter call, technical phone screen, on-site interview, negotiation, onboarding. Behavior questions is just like a separate space other than the others. So I can just put a divider here. So one thing, and this chronological order, you can also see that in our interview process template. I will also explain this template. Let me first go to here. As I said, this is conversational, so I don't want to speak always. So let's start with job search. And before starting application phase, I will go back to interview process template, and I will explain how you can use this interview process template for your job search. But first of all, job search. What is job search? So you are looking for a job. At that stage, this is like the time, the position in the timeline of looking for a job or the interview process. The position of this job search is not clear, actually. It may start 1 year ago. It may start today and you can find a job 2 years later. It may start 1 week ago, you decide, and like after 1 week, you just start the interviews. It depends on the person, actually, the needs, the background, etc. So, but like these are the key things that I can say, some tricks that you have to obey. To me, impress with your resume. This is something really important. If you have lots of experience, and if you will not be able to show this in your resume, it is still like that you will be treated like you don't have enough experience for that position. So resume is the first evaluation method for you, because they don't know you. You know yourself, your friends, close friends, your coworkers know you, but recruiters don't know you. So the only way that you can speak out is your resume. So please start by checking IT Society Resume Resources folder. This is a Google Drive folder. You will see resume templates there for different kind of roles and positions. You can just use one of these templates and change it and use it. Plus, we have a how to resume presentation and a resume checklist. Thanks to Isa, he prepared these resources. So if you go to this checklist, for example, you will see 43 items that you can go through and check your resume is compatible with this checklist. So So the first half page of your resume is critical because they will open your resume for a few seconds, 2-3 seconds. Like they have a bunch of resumes. They have meetings with hiring managers. The recruiters have meetings with hiring managers, and they just swipe these resumes and look into each of them just like 2-3 seconds. I literally saw this picture actually in a meeting room. So just put the top half page so clear and speaking out on behalf of you. And do not add irrelevant work stream or positions, even they are so fancy. Do not. What I mean here, I can give an example from myself, my past experience. I worked in Turkey in a research organization. This is actually, if you compare with a enterprise software company, this organization, the things that handled in that organization, my past company in Turkey, was so complicated in compared to what I am doing right now. But the title was researcher there, senior researcher, chief researcher. There is no any, any leveling in Bay Area matching with researcher title that much. There are some, but very limited space. And indeed, you are not looking for a researcher position. You are looking for, I was looking for a software engineer position. So what I was doing in this research organization, yes, my title was researcher, but I was doing software. So how I implemented my resume, I just put software engineer instead of researcher in my past experience. This is not a lie. This is just like exposing your past experience. You can expose in two ways. You just select the way that they can understand. I think this is important. Don't treat this sentence like, for example, you were teacher for 10 years and, oh, this teacher experience is irrelevant. I'm a history teacher. It is irrelevant. I shouldn't put that. It's not, I'm not saying this. I want to be clear. I'm not talking about that one. You should put your 10 years of history teacher experience, I believe, because you didn't spend years just like without any job and lazy way at your home. You worked actually, and you switched your area. This is also important for companies. Any additions for resume part? Anyone wants to contribute here?
Yeah, I can talk a little bit. So I think one problem I see most of the time is people spend a lot of time, sometimes weeks and months, preparing resumes and think that resume is the most important thing. As you said, this resume is to draw attention to recruiters, especially if recruiters thinks that for that role you have enough experience, year of experience. Let's say if they are looking for someone QA engineer for 5 years with 5 years experience, if you can easily show it maybe in the first part of the resume that you have 5 years experience and the relevant technologies you used and the listed companies and all the education and everything is there properly and in the correct form. I think this is most of the time good enough to draw attention from recruiters. And as you said, sometimes they prepare a list of resumes and share with the hiring manager, and hiring manager picks each from the list and to proceed. Or many times recruiters, when they think that you have good enough experience, they send you a message and they talk to you to understand you better. So this first call, I think, has more experience to stand out and explain yourself. So resume, I mean, I personally don't recommend job searchers to spend very long time to prepare a resume, but quickly prepare a nice, good one, good enough actually. It doesn't have to be so fancy. Nobody cares about all the formats, different fancy formats. In technical side, I don't think it's so important. If you are, for example, a designer, UX designer, or something like that, you may want to show your art capabilities there. But for a technical role, it has very less relevance. And I mean, recruiters, I don't think they care. They mostly care whether you have enough experience. You know all these technologies listed in the job title, your job description. These are the most critical ones to whether your the how much your resume matches to the job description. They only care about all these because they don't most of the time understand the technologies and the details, and it should be matching, especially the first paragraph, probably the keywords, and maybe use a bullet list and give your experience and properly put your title and what you are looking for. Yeah, these are what I
Thank
can
you.
share right now.
Yeah, I agree actually. So I also saw many examples that people are spending too much time, like 1 month actually, back and forth on resume. I think you have to keep a deadline for this. Starting from a zero resume, I think it should be at most 1 week. You have to handle this in 1 week. Right, Mücahit? 1 week is okay, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah.
Can I also contribute something, Arda?
Yeah.
So I would like to also say, we can say for resumes, they are dynamic. They are not like something static. Usually people think of it like what they prepare at the end is a thing that that needs to be in its best version. But it's not, I think, true. Like you can keep applying companies, and depending on the feedback that you got, or maybe the ratio, like after you applied, let's say 60 companies, and then you got, let's say 5 out of 60, and then there were some feedbacks from different people, and you change it, and you got like 6, 7, 8, and their apparent changes, then update it. I think it's just important to know that everyone has different perspectives on resumes. It's not like one. There are different people see the resumes, and I think it's the same even for the recruiters. Not all the recruiters look at the resumes the same way. There are some standards, but there are also some differences. That's why I think it's important to know that it's something changeable and dynamic, and you can always update it. That was my feedback. Thank you.
Thank you. And maybe one more about resume. I just remembered, if you prepare your resume not on docx format, I mean, like not locally, you can, it can be Microsoft 365, that's fine, but on cloud with Google Doc or docx, but on the cloud. And if you keep this in your drive, cloud drive, you can just ask people to put comments and ask for the modification. I'm seeing like lots of back and forth emails with versions of resumes sending to our friends in IT society, come back, etc. And there are some like sometimes the information is lost. So if you keep your resume on Google Doc or any cloud provider documentation, if you keep there, you can just, whenever you want to apply into one company, so you just keep this updated and you just extract a PDF from that version, and you can just apply with this PDF version you download it from Google Drive, for example. I'm using that way. And one time resume preparation took my time. It was years ago. But after that, at the same place, when I do something else in my company, recognizable, I just put a line into my resume and I keep my resume up to date on Google Drive. And whenever I want to apply, for example, in the last cycle that I applied in December, I didn't do any resume kind of work. I just exported PDF from Google Drive and I just applied with that PDF. This might be an important trick in terms of the accommodation of the resume. Any other opinions on that section?
Can we talk about the structure of the resume, or should we leave it to Isa's presentation?
I think we can, like, Isa will not handle that presentation today, but I think we can just branch out as another conversation for resume dedicated, like kind of a conversation, because it takes mostly, like with questions, etc. You know, it takes an hour at least in my past experience. Does it sound good? Okay, we will plan this with Isa. Yeah, so another hint, I would say, a group of hints, is using your network, and most possibly IT Society. We are, let me check, it is increasing every minute, every hour, I would say. We have 230 members, 230 active members. These are real people, active people, online people you can reach. So you can follow the job posts channel on Discord. These are the posts by our fellow members. Chance to get interviewed is effectively higher than any posting you found on the internet. It is definitely, obviously, no-brainer. It is better to find a job through someone you know, or someone knows you. And send a message to general or job posts on Discord. See if anyone can be your referral. I mean, for example, you are on LinkedIn, you are searching for a job and you found a great job in Fortinet, let's say, in security team. So the first thing that you can do, you don't know anyone, you can just send them message in job posts or general that, like, I really like this position, I think this position fits to me. Is anyone working in Fortinet? Can I talk to, and can I at least get some information about the position or the company, or maybe a referral for me? So send this message. We will try to help. And we know, for example, Oz is working in that company, so he may help you. If you find a position in Notion, just send a message and I will help you. Just similarly, we have in many companies, many good Bay Area companies, we have lots of members. So anything else about using your network?
Yeah, I can quickly add one more thing. Maybe we should also have a section about how to use LinkedIn properly. Okay. Because there are lots of different ways to use LinkedIn, especially you can, if you are, in the phase of job search, you may turn on the button that that you are open to work only for recruiters, or you can open to all other people, and also you most probably have lots of different, most of people in your network from your previous companies or your friends or whoever, how to kind of get their help, the people in your network. Yeah, we can talk about this. I'm actually wondering your what you think, whether this I'm open for new opportunity to everyone or just for recruiters? Because some people think that if you turn on this for all, it looks kind of a little bit miserable. I'm not so sure if maybe some of your old connections can reach out to you, and if they see that what other folks think, maybe we can discuss this.
Yeah, so I think there are two steps that you can take on LinkedIn. First is after, by the way, enabling premium. This is the step 0. You can open a flag that you are actively looking for a job, and it warns you that we will try to keep this secret to your company, but we cannot promise, they say. This is just like a disclaimer from LinkedIn side, but they are trying to make this invisible to the employees and recruiters from your company. And the second step is putting open for positions or jobs kind of a visual on your icon, on your profile picture. Me personally, I don't want to put that kind of a visual on my profile picture, but I enabled the first flag. I'm open for positions flag. This was my experience. Anyone wants to talk on that?
I just agree with Mujahid about it looks miserable when you add that icon.
Which one do you think, like the visual on profile picture, or I am open for positions kind of?
Visual on profile picture. I don't think that it looks good, you know, especially the people like looking at the posts when there is that kind of icon. It looks to me like when somebody is working in the company and he's not open to work or opportunities, I think it looks better and more attractive for recruiters than this people that has that sign. But that's just my feeling, so I don't have any scientific data to prove that.
Okay, it depends like how his journey is going on. So if you, like me personally, just enabled the flag that I'm looking for opportunities, even like it is same as enabling premium. Actually, if you are not a premium subscriber member of LinkedIn, and if you enable premium, there should be a reason behind that. So mostly your company, the other employees, your boss will understand what you are doing these days. So, but like putting it on profile picture, a visual on profile picture, I didn't do that. But if I were in a position that I'm not working, I laid off, I need to find a job, and it has been 2-3 months, I would put, actually. It is totally about the position and the situation that you are in, I think. Okay. Mujahid, you raise your hand. Anything you want to add?
Oh yeah, I think I forgot to lower the hand. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but yeah, there can be more stuff we can add probably for the LinkedIn, how to use LinkedIn, how to use messaging. I remember one of the folks talking about reaching out or sending messages to recruiters in LinkedIn, and even selecting the timing. I think Oğuzhan was mentioning that he was doing this maybe on Monday morning, so that to take, you know, because probably they will be getting lots of messages. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have a separate section about LinkedIn, so we can...
Yeah, let me put these notes so that we will not forget. Timing of messages to recruiters, and also open to opportunities flag. In that session, we will discuss these. Okay, cool.
I just wanted to add on the network side, using the network side, if possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the additional things that we can do is using the communities and meetup groups around me, because but I think my close friends know me. I'm a big fan of meetups, so I think meetup groups and local communities is one of the best sources for job search, job hunting, and I have never seen anybody announcing a job in a meetup group, in a meetup local group. So everybody's in that meetup group, potentially looking for a job, potentially, or hiring someone. So I think that can be a great resource to use.
Let me also put the link of meetup.com. Yeah. Thank you, Osan. Great contribution.
Can I also add something?
Sure.
This could be especially beneficial for students. I also got some referrals from the alumni of my current university and high school. So this could be also like better to reach them out, because just because you go to the same school, just also creates some sort of kind of affection, and they're likely to give you a referral. So maybe we can add that one.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Sena.
So I have another advice. I don't know, is it helpful, but for referrals, can we add a list of companies where IT society members work? So that way, job researchers can check it and ask the people who works there.
You are just always spotting the next steps, Murat. Thank you. We were thinking about that. Actually, we were waiting for a functionality served by Discord to put a tag on people. And inside that tag, we were planning to put the company, so that you would be able to search for people, you would be able to see which people is working in which company, but this functionality is not clear in Discord's roadmap currently. So since we also adopted Notion, I think Notion is a good place that we can keep this kind of a database, so people can put themselves, their companies. Thank you, Murat. This is a great idea. So I will put that idea. Okay, thank you. I think that was a very,
Yeah, I have one more thing. So for the job search, there are lots of different places to search, like Indeed, Glassdoor, LinkedIn. So maybe people can share their experience, that which site is more useful for job search, because some of them is sorry, like, I don't know, for example, this monsters, monsters.com, these kind of, there are tons of websites. Which one is the most effective to search and apply from? I mean, I know application is in a different section, but yeah, we can, people also maybe can share their experience, which one they prefer for searching. Or Google, if you directly Google search in Google, Google also lists jobs.
so any opinions? To me, actually, LinkedIn and Google Jobs, I would say, and the links appearing in Google to the company job pages, this kind of pages, like these three are the three that I would follow. I don't think Indeed and Monster helped me in my past experience. Any idea?
One thing I can add, in my previous company, we were planning to, post our new jobs to LinkedIn, and some HR found it expensive to post in the LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has, I think per application they are charging companies. So especially for startups, maybe LinkedIn may not be a good place to search. If Indeed or other websites are cheaper, probably you may not find some job posts in LinkedIn, but in maybe, I'm not sure Google Jobs cover all of them, because it's basically pulling the data from other pages, other websites. I think Glassdoor is another one to mention. Yeah.
I can add something about monster.com.
Yes.
I would never recommend monster.com because I'm actively searching right now, and I have accounts in both Indeed and monster.com. But every recruiter reaching out to me through Monster, they do not finalize anything. I don't know what their purpose is. It's like maybe they're just getting my resumes, for some reason, but they never return. But Indeed, I'm having a really good experience.
Okay. So I put here sorted by efficiency, that kind of a list, but I'm not 100% sure the same experience is valid for everyone, but like roughly we might be agreeing on that. By the way, TopTal, I believe it is so good, but being a person on TopTal that like putting your resume, it's not easy. I believe they have some. By the way, TopTal and the other one, what was the name? Is Tahsin here? Tahsin found
Hire.com.
Hire,
Yeah,
right?
you mean Hire? Yeah.
Hire.com. Okay.
Yeah, you may not agree, but I will put Hire.com to first because it is very targeted, and
I think so.
recruiters, will reach out to you.
Yeah, this platform is just for that purpose actually, and they are selectively getting into the network. So I think this is the first place. Yeah.
And if you have some experience, you will get the offer, or not offer, but all the negotiations, all the interviews in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Isn't TopTal for freelancers?
Is it possible to find a free?
No. TopTal. I think isn't it like to find people who work as freelancers?
Yes, it is for both actually. You can find freelancers there, or you can just hire directly. They have a service to also allow you to hire someone from TopTal. My past company hired someone through TopTal actually, Vida Health.
I just wanted to add something on Hire.com. I'm not sure what's the current state of that, but I think it was more focused on the software developer kind of areas, I believe, because I remember that when it was 5-6 years ago, there was not a lot of opportunities for security engineers over there, and when you put a lot of security experience in profile, you may not get matched with a lot of recruiters. But if you're a software engineer, I believe it might be a great resource.
Yeah, I agree, Oğuzhan. Probably it is better to give a try at least for a couple of days. You will understand the demand for this easily. If it works, it will be very efficient. Otherwise, yeah, you can proceed with the other resources as well. Because the problem is the requesters are dynamic in hired. So companies are joining and they are looking for specific positions. If you're not in the list, yeah, you will not get an interview, but otherwise it will be maybe more than 10 interviews in 2 weeks.
Okay. So feel free to
Maybe one more. Sorry.
Yes.
ZipRecruiter.
Okay. Where do you think it fits in this list?
I think ZipRecruiter is for Los Angeles jobs. Like,
Oh,
and
only
they're
Los
usually,
Angeles?
and I think they're really like good paying jobs mostly.
Okay. So let me put this here. Okay. So great. Should we put here? Okay. Thank you. And we are like it is being very good, this conversation. Thank you for all contributions. It is a very good sign that we are still at the first step and we are approaching our timeline. So be responsive during job search. I would say if you have interaction with recruiters or hiring managers through emails or LinkedIn messages, or even Discord messages. We have a friend currently looking for some gaming companies, and gaming companies are more like people socialize on Discord. He's messaging with them with Discord, actually. So any media that you use to be in interaction with real people from the company that you will join, you have to be responsive. Always reply all emails, messages timely, respond phone calls during your job search. You cannot know where the opportunity is hidden. I also remember one of my friends was have a policy of not replying the phone calls if he doesn't know the number, if the number is not recorded as a contact. And he missed some of the opportunities because of that reason. So if you are looking for a job, obviously and most probably you will get a phone call, not an email sometimes, and this phone number it will be something that you don't know. So answer everything and be responsive. This is important.
May I ask a question here? So for this, not for this being responsive, but for the job search, when you find a job post, for example, in LinkedIn, and the same thing is also posted in the company website, from your experience and other folks' experiences, which one is more effective to apply? I mean, should you use LinkedIn or let's say Indeed, whatever the platform, or directly the company website? Because
Or
from
the
my
application,
past
right?
experience, in my previous company, most of the time, if direct applications were being treated more, I mean, they would take into account first because it's directly coming to HR system. Yeah, there might not be so very well good integration with the posting website, but it may not be true for other companies. I don't know. So just a question to
I think we left this in the wrong spot. I agree with you, Jai. It is here.
And applicant numbers are not matching. For example, when you search the same job in LinkedIn, it says there were 100 applicants to that position. But if you check the internal company website, you can see 10 or 12 people. So it depends on it. I'm not sure what's the disconnect between that LinkedIn apply button and the company website. Somehow they're not treated in a similar manner.
I think the numbers you see are correct. The numbers you see on LinkedIn means the people who apply through LinkedIn. Does it make sense?
Sure.
But the company, if they show the number, it means that people applied there directly through the company website.
I think
Makes
one of the
sense.
biggest disconnect is our company, when you click on the apply button on LinkedIn, it takes you to company website in our case. But I cannot even see the numbers matching in that case.
Is it possible
Maybe
LinkedIn
it's
just counting the clicks?
yeah, I believe so. This is my
Another thing, LinkedIn, I think the recruiters are hiring through LinkedIn. Like if company is hiring, it means it's direct hire. But if you apply through LinkedIn, it means most of the time it is through a recruiter, like who's just a free recruiter.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, one more thing. I'm not 100% sure, but probably for most companies, so they are working with the recruiters, right? This is some kind of outsourcing for them, and they are fetching all the candidates and sharing with the companies. And also companies have some website to accept applications. I think for some companies, if you apply directly to the company, recruiters cannot offer your resume. And the resumes coming from recruiters are more valuable.
Yeah. On application side, we have a subsection testing for this, always network first. We can extend this network plus recruiters, right? What I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
when you say recruiters, you mean the company recruiters or external third-party recruiters?
So
because I'm seeing a lot of third-party recruiters as well. They're somehow trying to convince the company to hire you, and they negotiate on behalf of you at least the initial phases.
correct. Yeah, either way will be important.
Let me review external.
Yeah, both types of recruiters will be rewarded if they manage to get you hired.
Yeah, one of the biggest challenge I believe is not a lot of companies. Some companies are not willing to directly go talk to these recruiters. They just want you to apply. So it depends on the company culture and everything around it.
Mm-hmm. It has been almost 1 hour, and this was the first section. I think we covered most of the domain, but still it is okay. We can put some more. You can just put your comments. You can send through messages. I know it's not editable for all of you. If anyone wants to edit or put a comment, just send me your email address to use Notion. I will just add your name on this page. I don't want to make this page publicly editable. That's why I want to ask your emails. And my plan was, after job search, in the application phase, I was planning to explain our interview process template by IT Society, but we don't have time currently to do this. In the next session, I will start with this template, how you can copy this template, how you can use this template. Just if you want to play with, just let me show you what you can do. So in here, you will see interview process template link. If you click on that, if you click duplicate button on right top, this will duplicate this template. This button will duplicate this template into your Notion space. After that, it is just your branch. You can do any kind of editing on your own template. For example, I put the statuses here, but this may not be all statuses convenient for you. You can just add or remove some more statuses to follow your process. I will explain all these details, but if you want to play with, just go to the interview process template page and use a duplicate button. You can duplicate it as many times as you can, as you want. Yeah, this is it for today.
I have a question. Are we planning to have another section for interview processes for internships?
So we can do that, but we are not that much experienced on that for US. Sena, I know you have experience for that. So we can do a separate session for edu members of IT Society. And in that session, we can just like a specific internship related, the specific problems we can talk there. Does it make sense?
Yeah, because many other people, they're just looking for full-time jobs. They're already graduated, so yeah, I can understand. I think it will be more convenient if we do that way.
But feel free to contribute during this series of meetings, because, for example, here, technical phone screen, right? This technical phone screen in some occasions for internships, it is not technical phone screen, it is a assignment plus technical phone screen. We can discuss this in this meeting too, right? We put that way, yes. Okay, yeah, thank you for attending today's session. It has been 1 hour. It was a great conversation. And if you are available next week, same time, I will create the second meeting of this series. I will get your interest through the interest button on Discord. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.